Hey guys, welcome to Bliss. I'm Christina, and today I wanted to talk about our thoughts and creating our own reality. This is not a new concept. There's lots of authors and lots of people who've been writing on this subject, doing different studies. It's really kind of interesting and amazing when you check it out. I have been reading this great book called You Are the Placebo with Joe Dispenza. It really continues. If anyone has seen What the Bleep Do We Know, he is one of the scientists from that book, and his story is really an interesting story. And he has a lot of interesting examples that he gives. And of course, my husband is reading one too, his prior book. But it's really amazing about how powerful our brain is and our thoughts, and how if we think something enough, we pretty much create it. If you're always thinking, I don't have enough money, oh, I've gained weight, oh, I'm fat, eventually this becomes something that you bring to yourself. Tesla talked about energy, vibration, and frequency. It's really amazing how it all kind of ties together. So just to kind of go back, up until we're about 6, we are in the brainwave theta. And so we're really open and we're really absorbing a lot of things depending upon how we're nurtured and what kind of childhood and environment we're in. That's when we form, up until 6, we form these underlying thoughts. So you may have these subconscious, I'm not good enough, no one will want me, I don't deserve success. And these things could be deeply embedded in your subconscious to where you don't realize you may be self-sabotaging. So let's talk a few things about how can we refocus and kind of see what we're doing and make some changes. So first off, of course, everyone talks about meditation. Meditation is amazing, but it's really difficult sometimes to silence the mind. That's the hard part. So you might need to do a little research, figure out what meditation works for you. There's one I love, ascensionhelp.com, Cameron Day, kind of is an easy way to get started, and they're little 9-minute segments that you do in order, and he takes you through like this energy cleanse and how to pull back your energy, and he gives you some really great insight on how to kind of change your perspective, because that's another thing I want to talk about too, is our perspective. So let me give you an example. We need to always try to come from a place of gratitude, and that is not always easy. Even when you study spirituality and you kind of are on a health and wellness spiritual path, there are good days and there are bad days. And so you can't judge yourself. Don Miguel Ruiz is another one that I really love. He talks about the inner judge, and you just have to be forgiving and do the best that you can. One of the 4 agreements, of course. So my thought is okay, you're going to have days where you struggle. But I can give an example where I had the situation where I was really letting someone frustrate me, and their life is chaotic. They're always in drama. But I realized I need to have more empathy. Instead of letting it kind of pull me into that situation, I need to change my perspective. And I need to be grateful that I've moved past that point in my life to where I am not living in that chaotic state anymore, because I can empathize with that person as well. And that's something that I need to think about, is I need to be more empathetic to other people's situation, because we're all in different places. We're all in different points on the journey, and our story doesn't fit for anyone else, and theirs doesn't fit for us. And you can't force someone to make progress or what you think is progress, because that's not your place. Your place is to worry about you and what you're working on, and to be grateful for the realization that, hey, I am not perfect, but I am making progress, and I'm working on this every day. So if you can kind of shift your perception to where you're looking at things from a place of gratitude, then the universe kind of opens up to bring you more blessings. If you can just kind of really send more love and light and not kind of engage into these negative things. And, I think it's difficult these days because social media, you see people who post 1,000 pictures of every angle, duck face, they're doing all these different things. And, you want to get frustrated and go, oh my God, we've just seen 40 pictures of you, just pick one. But at the same time, you also have to kind of feel for them, and either they're looking to feel better about themselves, or they feel great and they want some sort of acknowledgement. Everyone goes through these things in a different way, and it's really not our place to judge anyone else. One of my favorite quotes is, other people's opinion is none of my business. And that's the truth. Like, what people think about me, I I can't get hung up on it. I don't want to be up at night worrying about who likes me and who doesn't like me, and self-image. I do things for myself. I try to be happy with myself. When I'm catching myself getting frustrated and kind of I'm really angry at the situation, I stop and think about, okay, what's going on with me to where I'm letting this trigger me and I'm letting this get me in my head. What do I need to stop and work on for myself to move back to that place of gratitude, to where I'm not kind of engaging in this energetic battle that's really not serving my higher and greater good. So yes, it's difficult, but if you can start making small changes and start doing some self-evaluation and digging into yourself and figuring out, where is this coming from? Why am I feeling this way? Why am I letting this bother me? If we were to die tomorrow, are these things you're sweating over really that important? Is this how you would want to spend your last day? Tomorrow is not promised. So you really got to think, like when you're sorting out the clutter in your house, you've got to sort out the clutter in your mind, and you've really got to evaluate, am I getting hung up on something that's really worth my time and energy? Because 9 times out of 10, I would be willing to bet that your coping is maybe just at a low point, to where these things that you're stressing about are really not that important. So this is just the beginning. We'll talk about these things further. I just kind of wanted to put it out there that, we're all struggling, we're all working hard, but don't give up. Surround yourself with people on the same path. Find people who can compliment you and challenge you, because you don't want people to just agree with you, but you want people who love you enough to say, hey, you're kind of being crazy and you're getting a little out there right now. Reel it back in and let's talk about what's going on. Beautiful things are happening. Magic is truly happening everywhere. So don't give up hope, and just take it day by day. And don't forget to be kind to yourself and love yourself. Thanks. Have a great day.